If you want to know everything about completing the square method of solving quadratic equation, then I want you to stick to the end of this video, because in this video I will be treating all that in detail. Hi, AC Okocha is my name, and this is just academic mathematics, where we make you a mathematics genius. This is a sequel in our quadratic series. We've talked about factorization, and we have done a whole lot in factorization of quadratic. Now we are going to continue, and we are continuing with completing the square method. Completing the square method. Now, if you are going to use this method, you have to understand the procedure. It's all about the procedure. It's all about the processes. Now, what is this completing the square method all about? Let me show you. First, if you are asked to solve, you want to solve for as squared plus bs plus c equals to 0. We want to solve this using the completing the square method. Let's see where it will take us to. So the very first step, which I'm not going to be writing, I will say it. You can watch the video over and over again in order to master the processes. So the very first step is to take this constant to this other side of the equals to. This ABC represent numbers. They are real numbers. So if you have you know what quadratic equation look like already. So the first thing is to take this C to this side. Let's do that. So how that AS squared plus BS is equals to minus C. Having done that, the second step is to divide through with the coefficient of S squared. What is the coefficient of S squared? A. You divide through with the coefficient of S squared. That means divide this with the coefficient of S squared, which is A. Divide this with A, divide this with A, divide this with A. So we have that AS squared over A plus BS over A is equals to minus C over A. So with that done, you know that this will cancel this. So we have that S squared plus B over AX is equals to minus C over A. Now the next step, which is the third step, is to add half of coefficient of B at this instance, at this stage. The coefficient of S here, the coefficient of S here is B, but the coefficient of S here is B over A. So add half of this coefficient of X, that is B over A. Half of B over A means B over A divided by 2. And B over A divided by 2 will give you B over 2A. So just times the denominator with 2. That is B over 2A. If it's 1 over 3, times it the denominator with 3. That is 1 over 6. So half of 2 over 3 is what? 2 over 6. Half of 5 over 3 is what? 5 over 6. Half of 2 over 5 is what? 2 over 10. Just times the denominator with 2. So you add half to both sides and square it. Half of the coefficient of S here. Now, this is what we have here before. S plus B over AX. Then half of this is plus B over 2A. Then you square. Is equals to minus CA plus B over 2A. And then you square. Now, the next thing is to factorize this. When you factorize this place, there are a number of procedures which may take 1 page, but there is a summary to that. Instead of factorizing it, the answer you arrive is the summary of what I want to show you now. To factorize this now, you pick this one with square and this one with square. This is what I mean. X, then plus B over 2A square. That is where you arrive. If you factorize it, it works for all. That is the procedure. However, I can show you how to get to this place, but it will take a couple of steps, and that is not necessary, because at the end of the day, this is exactly what you will get. So just pick this one and pick this one and put square. Leave this one behind. However, if here is minus, make sure that you put minus here. If here is minus, put minus here. But if both of them are plus, use plus, but pick only this and this. Then equal to, this is minus c over a plus b square is b square. 2a squared means 4a squared if you square it. So this one means s plus b over 2a square is equals to, LCM here is what? 4a square. Because LCM of a and 4a square is 4a square. A going into 4a square will give us 4a. Times c will give us minus 4ac plus b square. So we can do away with this square here by finding the square root of both sides. So that we'll get s plus b over 2a is equals to, put plus or minus as you put the square root. Because it's quadratic equation, we're expecting two answers, of course. So square root of what? You can start with this, is the same thing. B square minus 4ac, that is this one, over 4a square. So we can move this one here now. B over 2a to this side. That will give us that s is equals to minus b over 2a plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac over, notice that I didn't put square, the square root for the denominator. Why? Because square root of 4 is what? 2. Square root of a square is what? A. So that is why the square root is no longer covering the denominator. Now we'll find the LCM to get the final answer. What's the LCM of both? It's the same thing, 2a. This go here, 1 times this, minus b, plus minus square root of what? B square minus 4ac. This is the answer you will get if you solve this using completing the square method. Now, this answer is what we'll call the general formula method, which I'm going to show you in our next class. So in our next class, we are going to be using this formula as the general formula method to solve quadratic equation. But completing the square method involves taking these steps, not using this formula. But the general formula method is derived by solving this using completing the square method. So for formula method, we are going to record this when we get there. This is what we are going to be using. But this is the process I want you to know. And you need to remember this formula. But that will be later. Now let's move on. Look at example 1. We want to use completing the square method to answer this. And this is the exam question. So if you follow the procedures that I explained here, I said that the first thing is to move the constant to this other side. So let's do that. We have 2x squared minus 5x. If you move this plus 3 to this other side, you have minus 3. That is the first step. You move this constant to this other side of the equal to. Step 2, you divide through with the coefficient of s squared. What's the coefficient of s squared? 2. That is, divide this by 2. So this will cancel this, so that we have s squared minus 5 over 2x is equals to minus 3 all over what? 2. Are you with me now? Now, what is the next step? The third step is to add half of this one. Half of coefficient of s now. Not here. Coefficient of s here is 5. Coefficient of s here is 5 of minus 5 over 2. Add half of coefficient of s, which is half of 5 over 2, to both sides and square it. So we have s squared minus 5 over 2x, then plus half of 5 over 2 means 5 over 4. I say you times the denominator with 2. That is 5 over 4 square. There is no need putting minus here, because minus square is the same thing as plus square. So it's same material. The here is minus 3 over 2 plus 5 over 4 square. Now, I told you that when you factorize this, you have to pick only these two that are square and leave this behind. But remember, I also told you that if here is minus, make sure you pick minus. That is, this is x minus 5 over 4 square is equals to, this will give me minus 3 over 2 plus 25 over what? 16. I hope it's making sense. Now, what do we do next? We repeat that this is s minus 5 over 4 square equals to the LCM here is what? 16. So 2 going to 16 will give me 8. 8 times minus 3 minus 24 plus 16 into 16, 1. 1 times 25, 25. So to do away with this square here, we'll find the square root of both sides. So we'll have x minus 5 over 4 without this square, because square root will take away this square, is equals to plus or minus square root of minus 24 plus 25 is 1 over 16. In other words, to find s, we move this one here, 5 over 4 to this side. So we have that s is equals to 5 over 4 plus minus square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 16 is 4. So we can now conclude by saying that the answer is equals to, of course, we know that the LCM will be 4. So we have 4, then 5 plus 1, or we have 4, 5 minus 1. So you separate. The first possibility is plus, the second possibility is minus. We'll separate both of them. So we now conclude that 5 plus 1 is what? Is 6. That is 6 over what? 4. Which is equals to what? If you cancel with 2, that is 3 over what? 2. Which is equals to what? 1 whole number, 1 over 2. Or we conclude that s is also what? S is also equals to what? 4 over 4, which is equals to what? 1. So the two answer to this equation is that s is what? 1 over 2 positive, and s is equals to what? 1 positive. Those are the two answers. The two answers are s is equals to what? 1 and what? 1 whole number, 1 over 2. Or you can say 1 over 2 and 1. That is the answer. By completing the square method. Okay, let's proceed. Look at this example 2. Example 2. Example 2 is also another example question. They say solve the equation, give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Of course, when they've told you to correct to 1 decimal place, they are already telling you that the answer will, of course, go to what? Decimal. But let's see, if we apply the procedure again, we have that s squared minus 3s is equals to, you move this constant to this side, you have 1. Then the next thing is to divide through with the coefficient of s squared. The coefficient of s squared here is 1. Divide this with 1 will give you the same thing. Divide this with 1, they will all give you the same thing. So we move to the next step, which is add half of this to both sides and square it. So we have that s squared minus 3x plus half of 3 is 3 over 2 square equals to 1 plus 3 over 2 square. So when you factorize this, of course, you pick x minus 3 over 2 square is equals to 1 plus 9 over 4. Are you with me now? So this will give us s minus 3 over 2 square is equals to, here, we give you what? LCM here is what? 4. 1 go here, 4. 4 times 4. 4 times 1, 4, plus 1 and 9. So here we now have that x, if you remove this square with the square root, you have this equals to plus or minus square root of what? 13 over what? 4. So bring this one here, you have that s is equals to 3 over 2 plus or minus what? Square root of 4 is what? 2. But what is square root of 13? Square root of 13 will give me 3.6. They say to 1 decimal place, so let's just leave it to 3.6. 3.6. 3.6. Is that correct? It's actually 3.6051 and all that, but 3.6 should work. Or you can leave it as 3.61, then later you approximate to 1 decimal place. But I believe both of them will give you the same thing. it won't affect the answer. But you can leave it here at this stage at 2 decimal place, which is 3.61. Then later we'll approximate it. So this now means what? Of course, LCM is 2. So we're having 2, then 3 plus 3.61, or 2, then 3 minus 3.61. So S is equals to, this is give you what? 6.61 divided by 2. Or when you minus this, you have minus 0.61 all over 2. Are you following now? So if that is the case, we divide by 2 and leave our answer in 1 decimal place. So 6.61 divided by 2 to 1 decimal place is simply 3.3. 3.3, or minus 0.61. 0.61 divided by 2 to 1 decimal place simply means 0.3. Negative 0.3. So these are the 2 answers to this equation. These are the 2 answers to this equation, to 1 decimal place. I'll show you more. Let me show you like 3 more. Look at this. Interesting. Look at this example 3. They still want us to solve this using completing the square method. Excuse me. I may have to utilize both sides, but let's see. So when you see stuff like this, sometimes people just tend to panic unnecessarily. There is no need. It's just simple fraction. You have to balance up the equation. Of course, we know that this one still means what? It still means 5s squared. This is 3 times 3, 9 plus 1. That is minus what? Minus 10 over 3x minus 4 times 1, 4. 4 plus 3, 7 over 4 equals to 0. So it's simple. All we need to do is the common denominator is 12. That is, the LCM is 12. Times this with 12, times this with 12, times this with 12, times this with 12. You have a straight equation. So if you times this with 12, you are going to get 60x squared minus, if you times this one with 12, 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 10 is 40x minus, if you times this with 12, 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21 equals to 0. So this is the equation. This and this is actually the same thing. If you don't understand by what I mean by multiply through with 12, you can go ahead and add 1 here, find the LCM, cross multiply. This is where you end up. So at this stage now, we apply completing the square rule. So we have that 60s squared minus 40s is equals to what? Positive 21. You move this one to this side. Then what is the next step? You divide through with what? The coefficient of s squared, which is 60. So we have 60s squared over 60 minus 40x over 60 is equals to 21 over 60. So this will cancel this. You have that s squared minus, of course, 10 will cancel 10. And of course, 20 self. 20 cancel will give us 2 over what? Over 3x is equals to 21 over what? 60. I think we will have reduced this. 3 can go. 3 go here, 7, 3 go here will give us 20. But we'll come back to that. So you add half of this to both sides and square it. So we have that x squared minus 2 over 3x plus 2 over 6. You times the denominator with 2. Square is equals to, if you reduce this one now, 3 go here is 7. Over 3 go here is 20. Plus 2 over 6 square. You add half of this to both sides and square. So we'll pick that s squared, since here is negative, minus, okay, there is no need for this, minus 2 over 6 square is equals to, let me see, show it. I wanted to utilize it straight away. But remember, you can follow me, please. This is LCM of 36 and 20, because this one square is 4. Here is 36 now. LCM of 36 and 20, I will need to check it out. I am not sure, so I will need to check it out. To check out LCM of 36 and 20, we can even check it here. We can check it here. So we'll say 20 and 36. 2 go here is 10. 2 go into 3 is 1. Into 16 is 8. 2 here, 5. 2 here is 9. Nothing can go again. So we have 5. 1, 9, 9, 1, 1. No, there is no need going with 3, 3 again. Just this time, this 4, 20. 20 times 9 is the LCM. 20 times 9, which will give us what? 180. Are you with me? So 20 going to 180. 180 divided by 20 is 9. So 9 times 7 will give me what? 63. Plus. Remember that here is 36. Not 6, so the square. So we have 180 divided by what? 36. That is 5. So this go here 5. 5 for times 4. Here is 4 now. 5 times 4 is what? 20. So don't get confused. 2 square is 4. This is 36. 36 is going to 185. 5 times 4, 20. So we remove this square here. We have that x minus. Okay. This will actually be, it's okay. 1 over 2, 2 over 6 is equals to plus or minus square root of, is it 80 what now? 83 over 180. 83 over 180. So, I don't know what we, yes, so this, since there is no perfect, we can't really, this one is not a perfect square, this one is not a perfect square. We can just go straight and solve it direct, as in this divided by this and find the square root and get the answer. So this one will come here as 2 over 6 plus or minus. Let's get the whole value there. That is square root of 83 divided by 180. We'll just get the direct answer. And that will give us 0.679. 0.679. So if you finish, you can even divide this and put in decimal, then add together. It's still the same thing in decimal, because this method, completing the square method and formula method, is actually meant to handle questions that on a normal day you cannot be able to factorize. So this one, they say solve using the completing the square method correct to 1 decimal place. So the same thing is applicable. If we are going to solve this to 1 decimal place by completing the square method, don't use the decimal point to be operating. You can get confused in the process. I'm not saying it will not work. It will still work if you use the decimal like that. But we can actually transform this to what? This is 225 over 10 s squared plus 15 over 10x equals to 12 over 10. Of course, the 10 is out. If you multiply through with 10, 10 cancel 10, or through 10 is out. That is what it means. Even if you find the LCM, cross multiply, cancel, at the end of the day, 10 is cancelling out. So since the 10 is common and is going out, we are left with 25 s squared plus 15x is equals to 12. Now, since 12 is already here, you don't need to move it here again. It's already here. The next thing is to divide through with the coefficient of s squared, which is 25. So I have 25 s squared over 25 plus 15 over 25x is equals to 12 over 25. 25 will cancel 25. We have s squared plus 15 over 25x is equals to 12 over 25. What is half of this? Half of this is 15. We can reduce this value to 3 over 5 anyway. We can cancel it down to 3 over 5 so that we use smaller values. This one means 3 over 5. So if this is 3 over 5, half of 3 over 5 is what? Is 3 over 25. So this is s squared plus 15 over 25x plus half of this is 3 over 25, then square. 3, yes, half 3 over 25 square, I'm right, is equals to 12 over 25 plus 3 over 25 square. Because normally here is 3 over 5. Half of 3 over 5 is 3 over 10 times the denominator with 2. 3 over 10 square, not 25. 3 over 10 square. That is a half. 3 over 10 square. Okay, let's proceed. So if we factorize this, we have that x plus 3 over 10 square is equals to, here is 12 over 25 plus 9 over 100. Of course, this will give us x plus 3 over 10 plus or minus equals to first, plus or minus square root of what? Here is what? 100. Here, 4. This go here, 4. 4 times 12. You have 8, 48 plus what? 9. So we have that x is equals to minus 3 over 10 plus minus square root of 100 is 10. But square root of, is it 58 now? So now, this plus this is 57. Square root of 57, because square root of this 100 is 10. Square root of 57 will give me 7 point. How many to one decimal place again? That is 7.5. But let's take it first to 2, then later we can leave it to 1. That is 7.55. So this one now, therefore, means that 10 minus 3 plus 7 is what? 4. 4.55. Or minus 10 minus 3 minus 7 is minus 10.55 over what? 10. So the answer here is 4.55 divided by 10, of course, will give us 0.455. So to how many decimal place? 1 decimal place, that is 0.455 first. Or, of course, this one still divided by 10 will give us minus 1.055. So to 1 decimal place means 0.5 or minus 1.1. This is the answer to this solution. This is the solution to this question, to 1 decimal place. Let's close the class with this example 5. Look at example 5, please. Example 5 say, solve by completing the square method and leave your answer in short form. So our goal this time around is to leave our answer in short form. So we follow the procedure again. So this is 4 root 3 x squared plus 5x is equals to 2 root 3. You bring this one to this side. That is the first step. The second step is to divide through the coefficient of x squared. So I have 4 root 3 x squared over 4 root 3 plus 5 over 4 root 3 x is equals to 2 root 3 over 4 root 3. Interesting. This will cancel this. So we have x squared plus 5 over 4 root 3 x is equals to, root 3 will cancel root 3. 2 going to 2, 1. 2 going to 4, 2. Half is remaining there. What is half of this? Add half of this to both sides and square it. Half of this is to times the denominator with 2. You have 8. So I have x squared plus 5 over 4 root 3 x plus 5 over 8 root 3 square is equals to 1 over 2 plus 5 over 8 root 3 square. If you factorize this, you get that x plus 5 over 8 root 3 all square is equals to 1 over 2 plus 5 square is 25 over 8 square is what? 64. That is 8 times 8 is 64. Root 3 square is 3. So 64 times 3 will give me 190 what? 2. So to remove this square, we'll find the square root of both sides. I have s plus 5 over 8 root 3 is equals to LCM is 162. Of course, square root 192. 2 go into 192. Divide by 2. Give us 96. 96 plus this go here 1. 25. So s is equals to, bring this one this side. They have minus 5 over 8 root 3 plus or minus 96 plus 25 is 121. And square root of 121 is 11. Square root of 121 is 11. 11. So the next one is square root of 196. Square root of 196, since we got it by squaring this from there, so it means that square root of 196 will still give us 8 root what? 3. That is the implication. Because it's the square of this 8 root 3 that gave us 192. If 8 root 3 square gave us 192, that means square root of 192 will give us 8 root 3. So you can see that it's obvious now that we have what? 8 root 3. This go here, minus 5 plus or minus 11. Now, we are asked to leave the answer in short form, so we are not done. We are not done. To present this in short form, we are saying that s is equals to minus 5 minus 11 is minus 16 over 8 root what? 3. Then, or s is equals to minus 5 plus 11 is what? Is 6 over 8 root what? 3. So we are going to rationalize, but before then, let's reduce the value. 8 can divide 16 into 2. That is minus 2 over root 3, or 2 go there is 3 over 2, 4 root 3. So rationalize each of them. You don't leave roots in the denominator for sort. So this is minus 2 over root 3 times root 3 over root 3, or 3 over 4 root 3 times root 3 over what? Root 3. Are you with me now? So s is equals to, this is minus 2 root 3 over what? Over 3. Or 3 root 3 over what? Root 3 times root 3, 3 times 4 is what? 12. So we conclude that the final answer is minus 2 over root 3, minus 2 over 3 root 3, or 1, or rather, yes, we can say 1 over 4 root what? 3. This is the answer in short form. Minus 2 root 3 over 3, or root 3 over 4. That is the answer in short form. And that brings us to the end of this class for completing the square method. In our next class, I'm going to be teaching you formula method. If you need a one-on-one class, remember to send me a WhatsApp message. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook, just Academy Mathematics. See you in our next class. Bye.